In this video I will teach you why men don't approach women anymore and pay attention to the last reason. While most men avoid approaching women out of a fear of rejection, Sigma men avoid approaching women for a completely different set of reasons. They are perceived as the lone wolves who do not seek approval from anyone, they frequently challenge social norms, and they live by their own set of principles. However, why don't they approach women anymore? Here are 11 reasons. Number 11. Unrealistic expectations. Being authentic is very important to Sigma males, and they can see through the false image that women put up, which is why they don't approach women who are just out to get attention. In today's society, we're bombarded with filtered pictures of airbrushed models on social media, but these images don't do anything to change the fact that this is all fake and not reality. Sigma males will only approach those women who are genuine, authentic, and down to earth because not only is the goal of physical perfection a hoax and impossible to achieve, but it can also be harmful to women's mental and physical health when attempting to achieve it. For this reason, they prefer those women who value their individuality and unique beauty rather than those who are trying to live up to these impossible standards. Number 10. Playing hard to get. In fact, Sigma males are turned off by such behavior because it is too predictable and time-wasting. Everyone knows how the game works, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out what the other person is trying to do. This type of interaction drains them, and they are not interested in wasting their time. It may make you feel good when you finally win her over, but it's not something that a Sigma male finds fulfilling. Playing hard to get may succeed in some situations, but it is not a tactic that Sigmas enjoy. It's like playing a game of chess that has already been played. Number 9. Traditional values. The dating scene has become too shallow in today's world. Dating has become more about appearances and less about personality, and people are judged based on their appearances, which is something that Sigmas usually reject. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate beauty, they just don't think it's the most important factor in a relationship. Sigma men are often thought of as having traditional values, but they are also actually quite in tune with modern society. However, they will never compromise on their core values, which sets them apart from the competition. It's almost as if they have a sixth sense with women, which allows them to recognize the true gems amongst the stones. Number 8. Addicted to their phones. There is nothing more unsettling to a gentleman than witnessing a woman glued to her phone. Although technology is a vital aspect of our lives, people need to know how to strike a balance between the two, because it seems like they can never leave the digital world and engage with what is going on in the real world. Sigmas are able to disconnect from technology and appreciate the present moment, which is why they find it so annoying when women are constantly on their phones. Sigma men find this to be a sign of impatience and lack of focus, which don't work well in any relationship. They also don't like it when people prioritize technology over their own relationships or are obsessive about checking their social media feeds. Number 7. Sigmas don't play games. They are too mature to participate in the common man versus woman value game. While their directness may come off as intimidating to some people, the Sigma stays loyal and doesn't waste time trying to impress someone who isn't interested in the same things they are. They don't chase after women either, which puts them in a take-it-or-leave-it position. They have no interest in mind games or engaging in any kind of power battle, so if any woman chooses to play any silly time-wasting games and likes to test men and player options, the Sigma male will simply walk away. Number 6. No eye contact. Avoiding eye contact is a sign of internal nervousness that immediately turns Sigmas off, since it frequently suggests that the individual is being evasive or concealing something from the other person. Making eye contact during any conversation is crucial, since it demonstrates that you are trustworthy and have nothing to conceal. Sigmas dislike it when others avoid eye contact with them because it shows a lack of honesty and sincerity. In contrast, if a woman avoids eye contact entirely, it's likely that she doesn't feel confident in her own skin or is too intimidated by your presence, and this isn't attractive to Sigmas. A confident woman will never be afraid to look a man in the eye because it demonstrates confidence and respect. I'm not talking about it since every male knows this, but avoiding eye contact could also imply that she isn't interested in you or is maybe losing attraction towards you. Number 5. Social media has changed dating. Social media and reality TV shows have significantly changed what men demand from a mate, which has had psychologically disastrous effects. Sigma guys are aware that many women have unreasonable expectations of what the ideal mate should appear like or behave, and they don't want to be held to these standards or feel under pressure to live up to them. Sigmas are aware of the importance of appearance and how it can influence relationships. They avoid the superficial online dating scene where people are judged on the number of likes or followers they have in favor of their status. As a result, they are not fond of women who prioritize maintaining a strong social media presence over building meaningful relationships. Too many gurus and online influencers have persuaded women that they must appear and behave a certain way, which is just wrong. Number 4. Sigmas are not needy. Nothing is worse than a desperate man attempting to win a woman's love. It is like a man who is drowning, desperately trying to keep his head above water with little hope. Desperation is a sign of neediness, and Sigma males are never needy. They are secure enough in themselves to avoid being pushy, and they know their own value and worth, so they don't need to seem clingy to demonstrate it. Sigma men are frequently perceived as mysterious and difficult to get, which often sparks the interest of women. They are better off taking the back seat, taking their time, and waiting until they feel that chemistry before taking any further steps. Sigma men never approach relationships with the mindset of needing someone else to fill some kind of void. They know who they are, so they don't go out of their way to seek out someone else's approval. Number 3. They're an emotional wreck. While Sigmas recognize that emotions are an important aspect of life, they also understand that it's important not to become overly attached or overreact. They don't like it when people wear their hearts on their sleeves and act overly emotional all the time because it makes them feel uncomfortable and is obvious that the person lacks control of their emotions. Sigma men prefer maturity in women and avoid drama and pointless confrontation. That's why they tend to avoid extremely emotional women who constantly cause a commotion. This is why they avoid situations that could lead to conflict or turmoil and stay away from women who are constantly ready to argue or engage in heated exchanges. For Sigmas, emotional instability is a significant red flag because men want a woman who is confident in herself and can remain calm under pressure. Number 2. Lack of awareness in herself. Sigma men are tired of dealing with women who aren't aware of the impact their words and actions can have on others. This frequently results in misunderstandings and conflicts that could have been avoided if she had been more self-aware. While this is difficult for some women, it is a quality they would like in their spouses because they don't want to deal with someone who is constantly making up excuses and avoiding responsibility. Self-awareness is a major aspect for having self-esteem and confidence, both of which men find appealing. Number 1. Having meaningful conversations. This is more than simply a dating problem, it's a problem with social interaction. The essence of a person's character, rather than just their outward appearance, is what Sigma men are looking for in a partner. They detest superficial and shallow conversations and would much rather engage in meaningful and insightful conversations with someone. They avoid small talk because it wastes their time and energy. Talking about the weather, the newest gossip, or what you had for dinner won't cut it. So if they want to date a Sigma, they need to bring a lot of value to the table. And that's all for this video, brothers. Support the movement by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Make sure to check out the channel for more quality content.